comedy in New York is, this is where comedy started. So we have a long head start as opposed to Sweden, right? So
in 1950s compared to 1988.
Right, yeah. So it's a big difference that I think that 38 years from now, Sweden comedy will be very different than it is now, of course. And so New York is more grown up, I think, which...
because that's the feeling I have whatever I bring up on stage. It's just like you've heard it all before.
Heard it before.
It's old news.
And that's why doing it here is different, because the comedians here won't laugh at anything. We heard them all before. If you make a group of comedians laugh, probably the regular audience wouldn't laugh at the same thing.
Okay.
You know, so if you're performing for other comedians, because they're so, I guess, jaded and they have so much experience, so to make us laugh, it has to be something crazy.
Do you want coconut milk?
Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, thank you.
They like you here.
So, yes. Oh, you want to be in the movie?
Oh, no.
Yeah. That's my friend Karen. It's okay because I can make this part of the movie.
Don't worry, it's no problem at all.
I'm such a big star in America that when I come to coffee shop, they give me a free smoothie.
That's the level I want to get to. Is it possible?
Beautiful women hand me a free smoothie. You can't beat that.
No.
She didn't know we were recording, but that's okay. So yeah, I think when you're, especially a lot of the shows you've been doing, what they call it, open mics, and here the audience doesn't come to an open mic. Only comedians are there. So you're trying to make a room full of comedians laugh, and it has to be so off the wall or ridiculous or offensive or something really extreme to give it a big laugh. So I learned, I don't try to evaluate my material based on open mic because the audience is only comedians, so I'm not trying to learn how to make comedians laugh. I want to learn how to make people who pay $20 and 2-drink minimum laugh. That's a different audience.
Yeah, I felt that when I played your club.
Oh, you were great. He did great, by the way. I don't know if you got the video, but it's really good,
No, I was happy with that set, and I felt a different energy because people paid, because they invested something. It's the same thing in Sweden. Like if you have the free mic,
free shows,
they're never as supportive as the ones that actually paid, because they want to have fun.
Of course, yeah.
So I think that's why it went better as well. But the mics I'm doing now is exactly what you described. 9 out of 10. I'm in a room which is super cold. I'm freezing to death, and
he's Swedish, and he's cold.
Yeah, exactly. Now I'm cold. No, I'm just getting stared at. But that's also one of the things I want to discuss with you, because I feel that as soon as I walk on stage, many of the times people just go, they turn on me, not get turned on, but on the contrary,
they
turn on me, like almost like they don't like me, or like that there is a no straight away, and that I don't know if it's the way I look, that I look very Scandinavian or something, or if it's that they don't believe that a Swede will be funny.
I think it's none of the above.
Really?
I think that, and I might be wrong. I admit that I could be wrong about this, but I think that when you go up on stage, you are used to the reception that you might receive in Europe. You know,
enthusiasm.
Excitement. People are very happy you're there, and they're excited to hear your jokes. And
here he is, Morten Anderson, and then there's an audience
screw you.
Like this. Screw you.
Yeah, but what
this will be funny. Good luck.
But what you might not realize is everybody else is getting the same treatment. So it might not be anything about you. It's just here they won't laugh until you say something funny. So where you're from, and I know because I've been to Sweden myself many times, and I really love performing there. One reason why is because I feel the audiences are so warm and excited for the show, and they're polite. So they might give you they give you some credit before you start. Like, okay, well, he must be okay. You know, he's probably pretty funny. They have positive thoughts about you. But in New York, I think the audience usually has negative thoughts about you until you're guilty until proven innocent.
And that's really different.
Yeah, it's very different than especially the Swedish audiences, which I've found to be very, very good. Yeah, nice audiences. But and they're willing to listen. Like you said about trying to make the
This
jokes.
is so. Of all the songs that could
I know,
come,
it's just a heartbreaker.
I was thinking about that. I think like it's the one that just really sings it out. Like probably you won't hear any of this. You just hear Adele
Listen to Adele and find inspiration. Yeah.
with a smoothie.
Yeah. Very good, by the way. Pineapple, mango, very nice.
Okay, but all these things are so interesting to hear.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, so let's look at some jokes and like kind of go
Okay.
through it. And
Yeah.
that part I think will be not so interesting for you.
Yeah. So before we turn the video
Yeah.
off, I would like to say also, I've noticed in Sweden, even the big headliners, many times will have long stretches in their set where there are no laughs.
Yeah.
And the audience is okay with that. So, and I don't want to say anybody's names because really I'm not speaking, I'm not saying anything bad about them.
No.
But somebody will tell me, oh, this guy is one of the biggest comedians in all of Sweden. And I can't understand Swedish, so I don't even know what he's saying. But
You can
I
count the laughs.
I hear the audience
Yeah.
waiting for a long time for the laugh. And I feel like what has happened in Sweden is when somebody gets to be really big, he has the opportunity to say a lot of words
Yeah.
without necessarily
We're generous, very generous with words.
and,
Yeah.
and the audience is very patient to wait for the funny part. But here in New York, it's like, come on, let's go because I don't have time for this.
Yeah, I
bullshit.
got shit to do. There's a city waiting for me.
Yeah, and I found when I go to Sweden, I feel like I guess you could say like laughs per minute might be higher than the average comedians there, which I don't think it means I'm a better comedian, but it means that the tradition that I'm coming from in New York is like you have to cut all the unnecessary words and get to the funny part as
Yeah,
fast
to get
as
it,
you can.
yeah, and get as many laughs as possible in the
many as
shortest
possible,
amount of
yeah.
because you get 4.5 minutes
You got
or
no
7
time,
minutes if
yeah.
you're lucky.
Yeah.
So you need to kill it.
Yeah, you get 7 minutes, and in 7 minutes, I mean, you should be getting at least 60 or 70 laughs.
Yeah.
At least in that much time, and I think some comedians might get maybe like half of that, and then they won't be professionals in America because here the audience want to laugh from the beginning to the end,
Yeah.
and no breaks. And then after the show, they go, oh, my side hurt, my cheeks hurt, I was crying because I was laughing so
Yeah.
much. And that's kind of what we expect when we pay money to go see a comedy show.
Yeah.
So it's a different tradition and a different culture of comedy here. That's why we say when you come here, you might have to forget what you learned before and start at the beginning because
Yeah.
here it's about...
Would that be your advice for me? Like
To come here?
Yeah, well, like me being here right now.
Yeah.
It's really what I'm doing. Like I've been talking to Swedish comedians and kind of that's
Yeah.
performed here, and other ones who doesn't. They're like, do this bit and do this bit, and I say, you don't get it. They will not work. It won't work. I
Yeah.
know it won't work.
Yeah.
That I can't bring the stuff I wrote in Sweden, and to be honest with you, none of it is good enough.
Right.
And right now, I'm just kind of cutting down to some things. Some jokes are down to 3 words.
Yeah.
So I'm getting there, but
Yeah.
that's what I mean. And then I have a very talky stage persona, so I'm getting like, whoa, I don't.
And you feel it.
I
So-
totally feel I'm not relaxed on stage because like it's almost like I become a one-liner comedian, and I lose my rhythm. I'm used to
Right.
having the opportunity of just
Right.
like being wordy and
Right.
talk too much, and then I have sections where it goes like this
Yeah.
with like lots of jokes all the time for 2-3 minutes. But then like okay, we're kind of restarting. So.
The only guy that we give this kind of leeway...
Can you just excuse me? I'm gonna kill the DJ.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm joking.
Go ahead, kill the DJ.
No, sorry.
This music is depressing me.
It's yeah.
Yeah. But what I was going to say, I think the only one that would give this permission to talk with no laughs is Louis C.K.
Yeah.
So he's established himself for so many years that he's kind of become in a class of his own, where the rules of, oh, you have to get a laugh every 5 seconds, or you might hear 7 seconds, 5 seconds, but that's kind of the rough.
Yeah.
You know, usually at least one laugh every sentence that you
Yeah.
have. But Louis, he can give us 5 or 6 sentences because we know that something great is coming.
Yeah.
So we'll wait for that. But I personally was even when I watched Louis, I think it would be nice if he cut this joke down a little bit. As great as he is, he's got a lot of words there. Trim the fat. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, he showed up on Friday night.
Oh, so you got to see him live?
Yeah, I saw him live.
Oh, great. The Comedy Cellar?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
So I was there with Gina Joshua.
Oh, yeah.
Another really, really good
she's
comedian.
Terrific,
You should check out.
Really great.
And then he went on. And it was it was something else.
Yeah, you won't forget that, right?
No, it was really, really good.
Yeah.
But the level of that whole night was just insane.
Of course, yeah. It's maybe the best comedy club maybe in the whole world.
Yeah, it must be the best one.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think.
I can't think of a better one.
No.
Yeah.
All right, excellent.
All right. So let's turn it off and get.
Thank you so much. Yeah, this is. I hope you enjoyed it. I did at least.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It's really nice. So Clayton Fletcher.
Yes, and when you come to New York, come see me. I'm usually here at the coffee shop on 42nd Street. So.
Excellent. Which is called
Romeo and Juliet.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, there will be a new DJ when you get it. All right.